The world we live in is full of mysteries and strange realities that often sound unbelievable, yet they are true. For example, did you know that bananas are technically classified as berries, while strawberries are not? This is because of the way scientists define berries in botany, which completely surprises most people. Even more amazing is the fact that sharks, those giant predators of the ocean, have been around for more than 400 million years, long before the first trees even appeared on Earth. Nature never stops shocking us, like the octopus, a creature with 3 hearts and blue blood, a body design so unique that it almost feels alien. Deep in the Gulf of Mexico, there exists something called a brine pool, a lake that actually sits under the ocean with its own shoreline and waves due to extreme salt concentration. If you dive into it, you cannot survive because of its density and toxicity. But the animal kingdom also adds its share of strangeness. Wombats in Australia produce cube-shaped poop, which they use to mark their territory, and this shape prevents the droppings from rolling away. Our own bodies have strange features too, such as the fact that we are taller in the morning than at night, because the spine decompresses while we sleep and compresses again during the day. Moving to extreme places on Earth, Antarctica's dry valleys hold the record as the driest place on the planet. It hasn't rained there in nearly 2 million years, which makes it one of the closest environments to Mars. On the other hand, butterflies, as delicate as they look, taste their food with their feet rather than their mouths, something completely opposite to how humans experience flavors. Science also reveals that under special conditions, water can both boil and freeze at the same time in a rare state known as the triple point, proving how strange and flexible the laws of physics can be. And if you thought dolphins were the champions of holding their breath underwater, you would. Our world is filled with strange and surprising facts that most people never hear about, and some of them sound so unbelievable that they feel like stories from science fiction. For example, bananas are classified as berries, while strawberries are not, even though almost everyone thinks the opposite. Sharks, which we usually think of as modern ocean predators, are actually older than trees. They've been swimming in the seas for more than 400 million years, long before the first forests appeared on Earth. The octopus is another creature that amazes scientists with its alien-like design. It has 3 hearts, pumps blue blood instead of red, and can fit through almost any small gap because it has no bones. These facts remind us that nature has been experimenting with life for millions of years, creating creatures and rules that seem almost impossible to believe. Some of the strangest realities are hidden in unusual places on Earth. In the Gulf of Mexico, there is an underwater lake known as a brine pool. This strange body of water has its own shoreline and waves, yet it exists at the bottom of the ocean. Its water is so salty and dense that normal sea life cannot survive if it enters, making it one of the most dangerous natural traps under the sea. Antarctica also holds mysteries, such as the dry valleys, where it has not rained for almost 2 million years, making it the driest place on Earth and one of the closest environments to the surface of Mars. Even animals have unique secrets. Wombats in Australia produce cube-shaped droppings, which they use to mark their territory, and the cube shape prevents the waste from rolling away. These examples prove that our planet is full of unique designs that seem strange, yet serve important purposes. Even the human body and the laws of science have their own mysteries. Did you know you are slightly taller in the morning than at night? This happens because your spine relaxes and stretches while you sleep, then compresses again as you move throughout the day. Water, one of the simplest substances we know, can do something extraordinary. Under a special condition called the triple point, it can boil and freeze at the same time. The animal kingdom adds even more surprises. Sloths can hold their breath for up to 40 minutes by slowing down their heartbeats, while dolphins, which are known as expert swimmers, last only around 10 minutes underwater. Butterflies, on the other hand, taste food with their feet instead of their mouths. When we gather all these facts together, we realize that the world is not just a normal place, but a planet full of mysteries, surprises, and secrets that constantly remind us how strange and fascinating life truly is. The oceans, which cover more than 70% of our planet, hide some of the most bizarre facts known to science. For example, there are entire mountain ranges and waterfalls under the sea that are larger than those on land. The Denmark Strait, located between Greenland and Iceland, has the world's largest underwater waterfall, created by cold, dense water flowing beneath warmer water. It drops nearly 3,500 meters, which is more than 3 times the height of Niagara Falls. These hidden natural wonders remind us how little we truly know about the oceans and how many secrets they still hold. Another incredible fact is about space and its connection to Earth. Did you know that every year, around 40,000 tons of cosmic dust falls onto our planet from outer space? This means that tiny pieces of stars and asteroids are constantly landing around us without us even noticing. If that sounds strange, here's another one. Because of the way time works in space, astronauts who spend long periods orbiting Earth actually age a little slower than people on the ground. This effect, known as time dilation, shows us how mysterious the universe truly is and how reality is not always as simple as it appears. Animals also continue to amaze scientists with their odd behaviors and abilities. Take the immortal jellyfish, for example. This tiny creature has the ability to reverse its life cycle, meaning when it gets old, it can transform back into its younger stage, essentially starting life over again. In theory, this makes it biologically immortal, though of course it can still die from predators or disease. Another strange animal is the axolotl, often called the walking fish. It never truly grows up, staying in its youthful form throughout its life while still being able to reproduce. These examples show how flexible and creative nature can be when it comes to survival. Some strange facts are connected to everyday things we hardly think about. For example, honey never spoils. Archaeologists have found pots of honey in ancient Egyptian tombs that are more than 3,000 years old and still perfectly edible. Another surprising fact is about fingerprints. Not only do humans have unique ones, but so do koalas, whose fingerprints are so similar to ours that they can actually confuse crime investigators. Even rain has its secrets. The smell we sense when it rains is called petrichor, and it comes from oils released by plants and bacteria in the soil, which humans find soothing. These little details add charm to the mysteries of our daily world. Finally, one of the strangest truths is how much our planet itself changes and surprises us. The Earth is not a perfect sphere. It bulges slightly at the equator because of its rotation, making it more like a squash ball. Mountains like Mount Everest are the highest above sea level, but the point on Earth farthest from the center of the planet is actually Mount Chimborazo in Ecuador, due to the Earth's bulge. Even our days are slowly getting longer over time, because the moon is gradually moving away from Earth, slowing our planet's rotation. These facts remind us that Earth itself is alive with constant change and hidden wonders.